Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mysteries of the Sand after like a month. Stuff happened. I fell. I hurt my head. Gnarly injuries aside, that's not the reason we missed sessions, but that's also the reason because I needed to take some rest. But also that. But all right. Okay. Today is session 49. We're continuing on Mystery 14, where a village named Apollon blah. Let me restart. A village named Apollonopolis is being invaded by weirdo soil creatures, clumps of actual creatures that appear to be covered in black soil, kind of similar to the event that happened in Thebes a few months back, which definitely didn't lead to a riot caused by our brave adventure heroes. They wouldn't do that. No. What are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, and that kind of happened. The heroes peoples arrived in town with a new member, who we'll introduce shortly, and then they fought a bunch of rats, cats, dogs, horses, and a man person. They kind of did a bunch of lethal damage to a lot of them, but they all survived, which is pretty gnarly. Menos discovered that their own divine armor is kind of related to the same magic that is empowering these creatures' attacks and survivability and stuff. Um, Maya's pet ghost doggo, I mean cloud doggo Edimu, well technically also ghost because they're dead, but they were never alive, so are they ghost? Okay. Tried to definitely feel extremely sketched out and tried to fly away while still inside the sack, causing the sack to flutter in the wind like there's a living bird inside it trying to fly away, and yeah. So Maya gave it to the camel keeper to wait outside of the village, which is totally on fine with another camel keeper who doesn't want to get in the village because it's spooky. uh they managed to thwart most of the animals. They captured the horse and the man and also a woman who was attacked by a rat and passed out. Yeah, the man was half cleaved into their rib cage by Menos's hand axe wielded by Menos, but they they're alive still, which is scary. Yeah, and the team. Oh, and the horse slammed Bahiti into a wall because Bahiti was trying to do some acrobatics on top of the horse, which failed miserably. But yeah, Anim's glue and other nonsense happened. Am I missing anything? I don't know if I'm missing anything. Is that all? I think that's all.
Think
Anyway,
so.
anyway, night is falling, and our heroes are at the edge of this village, Apollonopolis, and we're gonna pick back right up where we left them and see what kind of shenanigans further they can get into. Let's roll the curtains and introduce our characters. Let's go. Ooh. Also, Fatima no longer looks like Fatima because Flux changed Fatima's looks and retconned the entire existence. So it's basically imagine the change of Rachel Weisz to some unknown person in Mummy 3 that I didn't see because that movie, that trailer made me sick and I didn't.
Okay, why are we making a big deal of this? Anyway, I'm Flux. I play Fatima, researcher.
I'm Janine. I play as Gummy. Nope. Bahiri.
They're dead. They're dead.
That's it.
I'm Nadine and I play Maya, the spell slinger.
I'm Callum and I play Jenny Meadows, the new guy.
I really don't know how you say that name. I'm Thrawn and I play as Anam the Crook. Wait, the Hex. Yeah.
I kind of want to crooked. It's the crooked. Bahiti is a crooked. Bahiti is a crooked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bahiti is a crooked.
I when Callum said Anna Jenny Menos is a new guy, and I'm like, wait, should there be a new guy playbook now? Someone who's just recently into the I guess the mundane works technically, but also
No, there needs to be a new guy playbook, but you can only play it after a character has died, so you're the new guy in the past.
Yes.
But you can only play it until new player takes a new character.
Yes.
You can only play him for a few sessions. After that, you need a new guy.
No, it's like you stay the new guy until you have a new player, and then they become the new guy.
Yeah, until there's a new guy.
Just like any employment ever. All right. Okay. Yeah. So the sun has fallen. It is evening. It's late twilight, dusk. Evenings like getting dark and stuff. Probably moon's rising. I'm not going to check the moon phases because I can't. So I'm not going to. So yeah. 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 What do you do? What do you do? In Inna's, like, you can see in the distance, Inna is setting up camp like outside the village with the rest of the camels, and Inna's kind of like waving at you, like gesturing to like probably go to them or something. I don't know. What do the 6 of you do? 5 of you plus Hafiz and like two blue kegs and a horse tied down and two two humans, one man and a woman. There we go. Both are passed out. Go.
I just want to ask, like, why do we have blue kegs again?
Because Annam.
I'll just ask in character. Why did we bring blue kegs again?
I don't know. I thought it would be useful.
So you'd be all right with just dumping the blue kegs here.
I mean, I don't see a reason why I would need to do that. Because considering that all of these things, I don't know what they are like down, I think we should be fine.
I don't think that answers my question, but whatever.
What
a use for it.
what a perfect. Oh, I almost remember. I almost forgot. Menos, just a reminder. The cat claw that like dug into your arm. You saw last session as the session ended. They're like similar black soil forming, like staunching the blood flow inside those wounds in your body. Kind of sketch, but okay.
Does Menos Does Menos present this to me? The group medic.
I mean, I don't know. You're the group menace.
Get wrecked.
By the way, Caleb, you sound like you're a little bit far away.
Yeah.
It's right in front of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's better.
Nice.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do now?
We're gonna do the same thing we did with the mound from back in Thebes. Was it Thebes?
Yes.
And we got exterminated.
Okay. Maya and Annam, like, since you're like the magical experts, I guess now. Annam, these boys are definitely alive. These creatures are definitely alive. It's not like they're dead and brought back to life by the black soil. So this is definitely like something different than like what happened at Thebes. Similar, but definitely different.
I mean, there's a few. I think this is a little bit different because they don't seem dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. But you could always edit the spell to have a different catalyst. Can you, Maya?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. You're the expert.
Why don't
Well,
we check?
yeah, Maya is the expert, but I'm not the expert.
Maybe we can just check what kind of magic it is, or did we do that already?
Hey, Menos and Bahiti, what are you doing as these three are talking?
I'm probably trying to. Well, I'm probably trying to. We had hold of this guy, didn't we? So
yeah,
still holding him.
All right. All right. Baheti, you were injured. You were kind of leaning next to the wall. What are you doing right now?
Yeah, Bahiri is not interested with a conversation.
Mhm.
She's just holding herself on the wall and heaving
Mhm.
because
Oh,
she
she's
thinks that
serious.
she almost died and all
Ex-
of this is way too stupid and she's
ex-
blaming herself and getting herself in danger and why is she with this fucking group?
Excellent. Bahiti, you will find that answer like very shortly that your answer may be worse than you realized. As you look up and like kind of look into the village and you see from across the different houses more animals coming out.
Uh,
More doggos, horses, camels,
Bahi-
cats, rats,
yeah,
men, and women.
Bahiri put her hands on her head like she's like, when rich people having a migraine just saying, I'm gonna fucking die with this group. Why? Why? Who in the fucking right mind? And Bahiri points at the window and says, There's more. There's more of them.
Hey, hey,
Oh dear.
a crowd is heading towards you. A motley crowd made of various different creatures. They are like they're not making any growling or any sort of vocal noises. Just the like any noises you hear are they're like walking, which is fairly silent. And they are covered in the same like black clumps of soil as the ones in front of you, the horse and the two humans. And they're not like rushing towards you, but they are not shambling either. They're just walking non-menacingly.
Bahiti will start to look around. This place is right next to a river,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
right.
it's in the middle of a desert.
It's in the middle of a desert. There is a trading like route path. That's like that doesn't mean there's a path. It's not noticeable. You can see it like inside the village that there's obviously a path through it, but outside the village it's literally just like desert landscape.
Yeah, why don't we retreat?
Bahiti will start taking blankets
Hmm?
from everything. Like, look, she's stuffing it on her bag. I don't know what you guys are doing. One thing for sure, and I look at the new guy and say, I don't know how you're trying to suppress it, but I'm pretty sure you got something smeared on you by the guy.
Wait. I don't think like Bahiti would know this unless you have some means of knowing that.
No, she have heard, it's getting passed on people, so she's just trying not to get touched. Basically, that's what she's been scared of
Oh,
since first time.
okay.
Oh,
Well, to be fair, Anam also got attacked by a dog and his shoulder
Yeah,
bit in.
and she does look in Adam, both of them say,
all right.
I
Present
know
your
I
wounds.
got hit in the wall, but they managed to scratch you. I don't know how they passed this thing.
Guys, present your wounds to me.
I mean, I'm currently holding on to this guy.
This guy has they have like kind of like not passed out, kind of went into a coma, which would look like passing out. Yeah, they
Yeah,
passed out.
but just because they look like they passed out doesn't mean the moment I fucking let
Exactly.
go, they're
That
not
makes
going to
sense.
sink into the fucking earth.
That makes sense.
Then tie it up.
Also, Fatima, I think Flux, I think Fatima would be smart than to ask someone to present their wounds while the things that caused them is coming at them en masse.
I forgot that. It
Ah,
was
you
been a
forgot
month.
that.
I didn't know
that
he was
was
holding on to it.
happening.
Let's drag him onto the boat before we do anything else.
Can
What?
we tie it up? Is there a rope
Sorry.
somewhere that you can tie this man?
I don't know
Bill?
if rope's going to stop him sinking into the earth, though. Being on wood might.
He's
Maybe.
not
He's
currently
dragging him
trying to sink into the earth though, but okay. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Mhm.
Didn't we come here using camel?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Some of the camels are
So-
still here. Some of them are like casually walking back towards Anna in the distance, which is not
So
like
there's
too
no
far.
boat.
What boat? There's no
How
boat.
far-
There's no goat.
The
How
boat is
far
far
away?
away.
Yeah,
The boat is a
exactly.
casual like 30 kilometers away or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
This isn't water. This is just a route. This is a pathway.
Yeah,
Um.
this is
Actually-
literally a town to give water to the traders because they they will be going through the desert path. This town exists for that purpose.
Yes. But Baiti will actually put the blanket down she got from the bed, if
Mhm.
there is one,
Mhm.
and just say, "Why don't you just smear glue in this and then
you
roll it up?"
oh, you stole a blanket from the house. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, is
totally.
Baiti still in the house, or are we all in the house now?
We're all in the
I
house, right?
I know. I imagined none of you were in the house, and now Bahiti is telling me she went into the house. So that's
Yeah.
fine.
Baiti would go in the house, get a blanket, and just
Okay, that
offer
makes
it to
sense.
the guys.
Yeah.
Just say,
The house has
"Why
been
don't
house is lived in, but it's abandoned right now.
yeah, hey, just roll it in the blanket with glue so it wouldn't go anywhere."
Okay, maybe we should stay in the house for now, because I don't think we can fight all of them together.
These things are like literally 20 meters away from you. What are you doing? They're walking casually.
Yeah, that's what Adam's telling the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just retreat.
Baiti would have gone inside
Where
the
are
house.
you retreating to?
Back away from this.
Okay.
We're not gonna stay inside the house. It's very flimsy.
Okay.
Is the
Where
house
else do you
flimsy?
want to go?
Back
Exactly. Where do you want to go?
Well, we
Like
can
if-
always just track back to the boat. And like try and call an army.
Okay. Flux, I'm going to remind you that coming to this town took about 10 hours on camel.
And 10 hours we will track back because we're not gonna defeat the entire village by ourselves.
I mean that's exactly why you came here to do. That's what you were sent here to do, and you agreed to come here to do just that.
No, it's okay. We can't. Fatima, I don't think we can go anywhere unless we finish this, because they might spread to other villages as well.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we're gonna barricade ourselves at the house then.
Hafiz puts a hand on your shoulder, Fatima,
What?
and points at Anna, who is like in the distance, like 100 meters away, back from the village, and is like vigorously waving their hand to like gesture you
shit.
to go towards them.
I
Gesture to like go towards them.
I have a question.
What?
How big is the cloth I had?
However big you want. You found it.
A blanket.
It's
a
up
blanket.
to you. You found it.
Just a blanket, okay. So Bahiti would have, while they're talking, would have been busy smearing glue on the cloth.
Wonderful. Roll act under pressure to do it fast.
Okay. Where is it? Sorry.
Mostly because like you're injured. Yeah, it's just a cool roll. Go for it. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh shit.
That's 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. All right. Okay.
Alright. Success.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Keep a reference. Not keep a reference. This is gonna be the. Oh, it's literally on roll 20. My bad. I'm a dumbass. All right. Act under pressure. Let's go. Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Ooh, boy. Okay. Worst outcome. You have definitely very thoroughly put glue on the blanket. Your hands are now attached to the blanket. Well done.
Bahita looks at it, then starts going out of the house like
I
holding
imagine.
it
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
the line of
I
sight.
imagine you are out of the house because the glue kegs were outside in the street.
Oh yeah. If that's the case, she's positioning the cloth on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's a trap. In
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
rat trap. It's basically a huge blanket with glue up top. So anything that walks on it will be trapped.
Okay.
You know you're trapped to that blanket as well, right?
I know. That's why I'm
Ah,
looking at
okay.
Anum and basically staring daggers at you and saying, "Could you please get me out of this? Just cut the cloth off."
Adam's gonna sigh and tell Paiti, you forgot that's actually sticky, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It's just I'm in a hurry, and Bahiti is looking at the thing that is casually walking towards us and just say,
Mm-hmm.
"Could you hurry it up?"
Okay, everyone, let's just go into the house.
Wait, what about Anna though?
Yeah.
Ah,
You
oh,
want?
should go
okay.
Oh,
talk to
okay,
him.
oh, okay, Anam. You understand that the house has only one entrance and exit, and it's inside the village. You understand that, right?
I mean, that's what Adam would be thinking, yeah. Because
Okay.
he's thinking, like, either
It's
that or we're gonna stay in the middle of a desert.
Let's just go talk to the guy who's waving at us.
Is anyone going to help me remove this thing on my hand? Just cut the cloth off. You know how
I'm helping with her.
It's okay, I'll do it, because I don't want another person to be stuck there now. And I'm gonna
Okay.
help out Bahiti.
Oh no!
He
Hey.
just wanted to avoid Bahiti, not go.
Oh no. Okay. You know what? Okay. I am going to ask you to roll act under pressure, Anam, but it's low stakes. You won't get trapped if you fail.
Okay,
But
wait.
you're just cutting the cloth around my hand.
Oh my god, you actually
Apparently not
failed!
that well.
You actually okay,
My God.
Anam, you're using your knives to cut the cloth. Your knives get stuck in it. The glue is really good. It's really good.
I mean, Adam made it.
Yeah, Anam made it. It's really good. Your knives get stuck in it. One of your hand is stuck in it.
Oh, god damn it.
One of Bahiti's hand is free though. Well done.
So now Anam is stuck with Bahiti and a pair of knives on a
No,
table.
Bahiti is free. Bahiti is free. You're
Nope,
stuck
nope.
now.
Nope. One of
One
Bahiti's
hand.
hand is like stuck still.
Oh my god. So now we have
Uh,
two incapacitated individuals.
I didn't expect this.
Who said incapacitated? They're just attached
You know-
to a like flimsy blanket.
You know what, Maya? Let's do what you said. Let's go to that man over there.
Thank you.
Am I guessing Maya's like halfway already back towards like
Yeah,
and
sure.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Is Menos pulling the like the injured guy? What about the woman who's passed out, who was attacked by a rat?
Transformed by the zombie dude.
Sorry, Charles?
What did you say?
The one that tried. I said I'm carrying the zombie dude who I was holding. I assume. I got out.
The voice key is too high, Callum.
Yeah.
What's that?
Your voice key is too high. You have to lower it, the sensitivity.
I think your sensitivity may be too high because like we're having difficulty hearing half the things.
It was on automatically determined.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just that he was slightly far away. That's all.
okay.
I wasn't. My mic's like right in front of my fucking face.
I think
I think
like,
you need to eat.
Yeah, you need to probably change the automatic to like a manual like sensitivity setting.
Yeah. Can you hear?
And-
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
can
much the
now.
same actually.
Well, I've turned it to automatic, and all of the words are above the input sensitivity, so I don't know
Okay,
where
yeah,
you're at.
this is much better. Like, is your like microphone like acting up, or is this a new one?
No, this is a new one. This is the one I've been using for the past few months.
Huh. Sounds weird. Anyway, okay. All right. So you're carrying the zombie dude back towards like Anna. What about the woman who was like the victim,
I'm
the rat victim?
I'm pretty sure Adam's gonna see her and just like, Bahiti, you know what? Let's make this cloth actually useful.
Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing?
By Janine.
Janine? Well, what is like Anam doing
Um,
actually?
Adam wanted to like use the cloth to like bring the girl with him.
Okay,
Like
I
I'm
think
imagining
like
there's at least some
okay.
room on the cloth.
Yeah, I
or
think
something like
like as you go to do that, Hafiz goes and picks up the woman, and then Hafiz asks, "What about the horse?"
You want? Let's just cut. Do you want to kill it? Kill it and just be done with it, or is it just way too expensive?
Let's just leave it. Can we leave it?
Horse is tied up with ropes.
Yeah, it's tied up.
Oh yeah, right. Been a month.
It is thrashing,
let's-
but it's tied up with ropes.
Yeah, let's just leave it. We might as well go with just these two.
All right. Okay. So is the entire party sounds like backing up from this and heading towards the camel keeper?
Yeah,
Yes.
Maya already went far.
Yeah, Maya's already there. Maya has survival instincts, which is why she doesn't get hurt. Unlike the rest of you, who just like insane people.
I won't say insane.
Have I actually treated Bahiti yet?
Nope.
Can I try and like diagnose what Bahiti's having right now, and try to treat it?
Oh, but Bahiti, she got slammed into a wall by a horse. I'm pretty
It's
sure
internal injury.
she has a few like broken ribs and
Broken
some internal injury. Yeah.
It might work if I make a stint or something.
You can make a stent on the rib. What?
Oh, well, you could just make a
Yeah,
support.
yeah,
not
yeah,
a
you
Yeah,
can
brace.
make
like
like a support.
a
Yeah,
brace
yeah,
or
yeah.
support.
Yeah. You can make a support.
All right, that sounds like an
Yeah,
excuse.
like
I will try to roll.
yeah. I mean, you have like the camel riding equipment. You could like you have access to leather, so maybe you can definitely make a chest support.
Hold on, still rolling.
Yeah, roll
Medic roll.
roll
Go.
medic with a -1. Okay, let's see what happens.
-1.
Yeah, let's
Oop.
roll it. We can see. Okay, never mind. -1.
Oop. Oh no, shit!
I don't think.
Oh,
you
it's
can
so
make
hard.
an random.
It's a crit fail. Okay.
You roll an extra harm. You got.
Oh no. Okay, so this is
the
after you guys back up to Anna and you do like start like while Maya and the others are talking to him, you start treating like Bahiti, and this is what you do, which is on a miss you cause 1 extra harm.
Wait, how much harm is Bahiti on right now?
At 5.
Oh, she passed out. She passed out. Whoops.
She didn't pass out. It's up to Hey Bahiti, do you want to pass out? You cannot pass out. Totally fine.
No.
Okay. You don't pass out. Congratulations. Listen, you can't really fault Fatima's for trying to do that, but it's clear this is literally the first time she is trying to build like a rib cage chest. What's the thing? The thing in like Victorian times, the corset. Yeah, there we go. A corset, kind of like, and it's awful, and it
Yeah.
kind of puts pressure on the ribs more, and it hurts further now.
Yeah.
Oof.
But he is like, it's too tight. There's too many.
Okay. Oh no, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Quickly untightens it a bit.
I think you just made it worse, Fatima.
Yeah.
She looks like she's going to faint any moment now.
You know what?
Please don't fall down.
You can faint if you want to. Totally fine.
No, she
Because
wouldn't.
you hear Anna telling Maya as the rest of you like I've been trying to like shout at you, but like you're so far away you couldn't hear me. Those animals don't try like follow you out of the village.
Ooh.
Oh, thank goodness we didn't stay in the house then.
So we could
Wait,
kill
you were
them from
planning on
afar.
staying in the house? Why?
I mean, it's better than staying in the middle of the desert, isn't it?
But what? People stay in the middle of the desert all the time as long as you have a watch. Like usually you're not attacked by leopards or anything.
Okay, that's news to me. Okay.
Adam, have you ever been outside in the past a month or something?
Yes.
I was with you guys.
To be fair, Annam has spent most of their life in civilization. Like sure, it was probably like a like a slave colony, but it was still like civilization and around people. So anyway, like Anna like tells you that the people you have like brought, their names are Tabari and Thi, a husband and wife, Taylor at the village, and they like Anna asks like what's up with them, like what's wrong with them.
Well,
A disease?
Hey, Callum, you're giving a lot of white noise.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Hey, I have an idea. Just set a push to talk unless it's like too like awful.
Oh, now it's just dead. The
Well,
mic's just dead.
I mean, yes, that's what push to talk does. I think you need to like when the game is over, you need to like maybe there's some like connection issue. Oh, can you try like unplugging and replugging your microphone? Sometimes I've seen that work for
Wow.
me. It works
Sounds
for
like
me,
a
okay? I'm sorry.
It's an engineering thing.
It's an
You don't
engineering
need.
thing. It is. Like you have no idea how many times just unplugging and replugging something works. It's
Even
scary.
even the scientists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. This is awful. Hey, you could try like restarting Discord, I guess, or oh my gosh, this is awful. Hey, have you tried like phone Discord?
Yeah, now we just can't hear you at all. Actually.
Let me actually check what is the stuff.
No, yeah, we're definitely not hearing noise.
Yeah, we can't hear anything. Should I like change the region of the voice channel? Maybe that might work. Hey Callum, where are you again? I forgot.
It's
Hey,
in
where's
the UK.
Europe.
UK? Alright, hold on. Let me actually like
Oh, while you were unplugged. Huh.
let me actually put it into Europe. Let's see if that like helps or something. Go. Testing. I changed the voice server to Europe. Let's see if that helps.
What?
Are you talking, Callum?
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can I hear you fine?
Can
No,
you
it's still
please-
bad.
Yeah, it's still bad.
What do you mean it's still bad?
Ah, there you go. I mean, it still sounds like you're far away.
Yeah, but at least we can like raise your like volume. Like say something, stuff.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
But yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, the voice clarity is there. It's still like very quiet, but we can push it up to 200%. This is bizarre.
And before Caleb brings his metal song into the mix.
Oh no. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So what are you guys doing? As you like see I'm guessing like as you're like doing this, Anam takes some time to carefully use another knife to it's probably not his knife, probably like someone else's, and to like unattach detach you and
Yeah.
detach the
Did,
glue
did,
blanket.
didn't Maya have a knife?
Oh yeah, probably use Maya's knife. Yeah, there you go.
And I'm gonna ask Maya if he can use a knife to cut the cloth.
Sure, whatever. Just give it back to me.
Yeah, it's just a
Hey, thank you, Maya.
yeah, it's a ceremonial silver knife sword. It's fine. It's fine.
So, what happened here? And I was gonna ask the man at the same time.
Like the same thing you guys saw, these creatures were attacking. Why are these two like passed out? What happened?
They were attacking us.
Like they were
Oh,
they
the
were
guy was attacking us. The lady was getting attacked.
they were they were attacking you. What did they turn into these things?
One of them did.
Seems like it. What? Yeah, the man over there being held by Menos.
You can fix them, right?
We will
And I'm
certainly
looked at
try.
Mario.
We can certainly try.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Did you bring any relevant scrolls for this, Maya?
Why?
No, she never brings scrolls.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think. I don't think so.
It's up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you.
And I'm just gonna ask the guy now again. So where did these animals come from? Like, did they just randomly come from outside the village or something?
I mean,
Yeah, I know. Maybe they
I
belong
don't know
to
where
the
they come
village.
from. I don't know where they came from. I was in my I was in my house. You know, the one you ran into. That's actually my blanket you're using. Yeah. Anyway.
It's a bit
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah. I noticed. I'm guessing you used it for some reason. Something. It's fine. Like just fix my like 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 fix my friends and it's fine. Like it's fine. Like I thought I lost it for good, so you know it's fine if you want that. Uh, but they like I was like just just cleaning the camels, like giving them a good scrubbing when these dogs and cats just came attacking me, and I got like really scared out because they were like freaking out the camels. So that's why I kind of ran back, and then I saw a lot of them coming from the other side of the village. I don't know where they came from inside the village, or if they're like they were always they're like our cats and dogs. I didn't like we have a few cats and dogs in village, but I didn't really pay attention to them. Like I don't recognize them. They're just cats and dogs.
So there's nobody else besides
But,
you now.
I
but
guess.
would you say the amount of cats and dogs would be abnormal for the village size?
I think so. Yeah, I think some of them has to be from like outside, maybe wild dogs. Could be.
You know what, Maya? Can you check whether the magic here is similar to what we had at the mound?
Yeah?
All right, Maya. What do you do?
I mean, I would already know what the magic felt like in these, so
Mm-hmm.
just try to see if like the signature feels the same.
All right. Roll investigate a mystery with a +1 because you've encountered this before. There we go. Boom. Correct. You. Yee. No, you don't
I
have
saw I
auto
saw
wait.
Fluxus. I saw Fluxus 4, and I was like, no way.
There we go. That's a 15. Boom. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Advanced investigative mystery. Go. I'm literally gonna tell you the answer by default, and you can also ask two specific or one specific, two general questions. Go. The answer is, yes, it's similar. It's very similar. It's in fact extremely identically similar.
See, I was correct. Just a different catalyst.
In any and your questions, please.
Could I tell what the source for this magic is?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, sure. It is definitely something from inside the village that you haven't seen yet.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to do stuff.
Wow.
We have to stop this. And you're up.
Like, okay, is that a specific question or a general question? If it's specific, I'll give
You're
you a
not
bit.
too specific, right?
Yeah, I think
You
that
know what?
let's
Okay,
make it.
Yeah,
Let's
it
make it
seems like
specific.
I think like from the layout of the village and from Anna's description, you're pretty certain it's at the center of the village.
Oh god damn it!
Cool.
There, specifically at the center. You don't have to search in any of the houses. Boom, get wrecked. Okay, your next specific or next two general questions. Go.
Nadine, I'll actually give you a suggestion.
Yeah, please.
Would it? My suggestion would be: would it be possible to block the magic connecting to these mold?
These what?
Like the animals, would it be possible
Okay.
to block the magic to the animals? Or is that a bad question?
Oh, okay. Are you asking that, Maya?
God.
Or if any others have like a better question.
Mm-hmm. Like you can always like decide as a group what question you want to ask, but ultimately, like Nadine gets to choose what Maya asks.
Or like, is there a way to like stop the magic?
Yeah, I was thinking like one that went where at least like somehow find a way for us to get safe passage without attracting its attention.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want, so like, is that the question you're asking? How to like stop this magic connection with these individuals?
Yeah.
Is that a specific or a general question?
I think specific because there's gonna be way too many questions.
Yes.
All right, specific question. Thank you for asking the question that I've been waiting to answer until last mystery, like that previous mystery in Thebes.
we didn't ask that question before.
No, you did not ask that question ever in Thebes, and I'm like, well, they did. They don't get to find out. Actually, you did find out, but I guess you never like draw the connection. These guys try to sink into the earth. You remember that back when you at Thebes, you put them on the wheelbarrow and they couldn't do that anymore. Sever the connection from the earth. Put them on like a blanket, on wood, on leaves, on top of your shoulder, on each other, on wood, on solid rock. They're not gonna sink. And like keep it. And you do see like as Menos have been holding this guy on his shoulder for this time, it's kind of like he's gone like pretty much comatose, like passed out. So you're fairly certain if you sever the connection from the ground, they're going to like become like pass out after a little while as the magic weakens from them. It's still there, it's still like connected. You cannot sever it directly like by doing this, but you'll sever the connection enough that they'll pass out. They're still affected and you need to cure them, but yeah.
I'm gonna guess Maya's gonna tell this to us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Adam's gonna ask Maya, Maya, what if we use that glue and you make it so that they freeze above the ground.
How would we do that?
I mean, we could just scatter the glue and attract them towards it, so that at least all of them would touch the glue, and then you can freeze it so that they can, kind of like stay above the ground without touching it.
So what you're saying is like once they step on the glue, they wouldn't be in touch with the ground anymore.
Yeah, like you can use your magic to like freeze it.
How about we just slide a piece of wood under them?
Yes, but where would
And
you
I'm
get the wood? But yes, that solution also works.
out of this is definitely out of character. How many were there?
Animals, a lot. There's also a lot of like people too. You could see like at least like 5 or 6 people that you can see in the distance still. There's no light in the village because nobody's like lit their candles or lanterns, but you can definitely see from the like moonlight as the moon come up in the east, from to your east across the desert. You can see in the moonlight that they are kind of like looking at you. They're not like they are like moving about, and you do occasionally hear more banging noises, and you have a pretty good idea that they're trying to get at the other barricaded survivors.
Okay. And I was gonna look at Fatima and then look back at the town and then look back at Fatima. Did you see how many were there?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need something that will have a huge area of effect.
Anyone have any better ideas?
Well, it depends on what our capabilities in magic is.
But Bahiti, are you like trying to self-medicate with some first aid or something?
I think Bahiti is just trying to live. So she's like trying to get the thing out of, basically removing the thing Fatima put
Yeah,
on
yeah,
her,
yeah, yeah.
and
No,
just
no, no.
trying
Yeah,
to
Don't
no,
breathe.
no, no.
remove the person. I've already
You
untightened it.
removed it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You removed it. Like,
Yeah.
are you trying to treat yourself your own injuries? Because you can do
Is
like
that
basic.
possible?
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
basic first aid. Yeah.
Okay, I will do basic first aid. Which one I should roll?
There's no roll.
Sharp.
No, there's no
Oh,
roll.
okay.
Basic first aid is just heals 1 harm. It can't stabilize.
Okay, that makes me stable. Thank you.
No, it doesn't stabilize. It makes you go back to 4 harm again. You're still unstable because nobody's
Oh,
fixing that.
right.
Wait, isn't it
Mhm.
isn't it 5 harm?
Yeah, but now she goes back to 4 harm because she self first aids.
Yes.
Oh, I thought she was at 6 harm. Never mind.
No, she was at
No,
4
no, no.
harm. Fatima raised it to 5, and now she
5.
reduced it back to 4 again.
Yes.
Okay.
Well done, Fatima. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
So
okay.
she's basically just binding herself, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ow.
now it's Nadine's turn.
Yep.
Nadine, your mic.
Nadine, white noise. What is happening in Europe today?
Oh, Nadine.
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh no, the conch.
So what are we?
Oh,
We're
even
just
even Annie muted.
What are the animals doing right now? Are they like surveilling us, or are they just just
They are
standing
actually,
there?
yeah. They are sizing you up, surveying you. Yes.
Is it better now?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
yes,
completely.
so much
Okay.
better. It's back to normal. Thank you.
So there's no chance of us stealthing unless we just disappear right here, right now.
Yeah. I think Hafiz looks at the animals and they like Hafiz turns toward the group and say, "They know we took them. They know we took theirs." Yeah.
Yeah. How's the man, by the way? He's still comatose?
He is still comatose, yes. I'm guessing you put him on the blanket, I guess, after you found out? Because you, like, removed you two yourselves from the blanket?
Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna check. Does the blanket actually like stop anything with the man?
Maya literally just told you. Do you not believe Maya's? Okay,
I know, but like
that's fine if you
like
don't
a
believe
very thin. No, I'm just
I'm
saying.
totally
Like,
fine
I'm
if
just
you
saying.
don't. I'm totally fine if you
I'm
don't believe
asked.
character.
Can I get a word in edgewise? I'm just asking, like, because the blanket is very thin. I didn't know if it could actually still work.
Oh, I didn't know how thin the blanket was. I just said it works.
I was just about to ask whether we can like make the guy touch the ground, but then use like shoes or something on him to see whether it still connects or not.
Ah, interesting. You know the guy was actually wearing shoes. So I guess like that thin won't work. So you do need something thicker, I guess. If you like, yeah, I guess you need to like put some of your own blankets on top of this one, and then you can definitely you definitely have enough blankets over your like 6, 7 camels, 8 camels that you can definitely put these two out of contact from the ground. There. If you want to
Okay.
do that. I don't know if you did that, but if you want to, you can set that up.
Boots.
You have enough.
Why don't we
Cowboy
make a trap? Actually, why don't we just lure them onto a blanket, a space? Like, we just lay down a lot of blankets and just lure
You're
them onto
seeing
it.
them not coming out of the village, which Enna has told you that they don't follow you out of the village.
I know, but like, what if we just we set that down inside the village?
Oh, okay.
We don't have enough blankets.
But you can thin the horde at least.
I think like I think Menos hey does
Yeah.
Menos like is Menos's eyesight the same as a normal human? I'm just curious.
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
He might be like, slightly better because he's had more.
Okay. I think like I think like you're probably like paying more attention to these creatures, right? I guess I don't know.
I mean, I'm paying a lot of attention to the dangers of the room. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you do see like some of them going over to the horse and untying the horse, and the horse gets up that you left behind.
Okay.
Hmm.
You mean wait, the horse was no, wasn't it? Or is it dead? Was it a dead horse?
The horse that like Hafiz and Bahiti kind of like trussed up with ropes, but you had to leave it behind because you couldn't drag.
It was still alive.
Yeah, it was still alive. Yeah, the horse was still alive. Yeah.
No, it's because you were saying it's getting up. I was like, is this one of those things that have been affected, or is it?
Yeah. The horse attacked Bahiti and slammed her.
Oh, it's that horse.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
that
it was
horse.
that horse.
That horse.
Oh, it's getting up. Oh, I will immediately move in the way and inform
Oh
people.
no! It's still far away. They're not following. They're not heading towards it. You're like 100 meters away from the village.
I'm still.
Okay,
I'm still. You said I see the horse getting up. I will still inform people and move to, put myself in the way of the horse.
Yeah,
should it do something?
Absolutely, the horse kind of doesn't bother. They kind of like kind of stare at you and kind of like shrug, make that horsey noise, and then like yeah.
They are smart.
Yes, they are smart. Thank you.
Oh, this is in character.
Okay. But also out of character, yes, they're smart.
Yeah.
Good.
They are smart. Would traps work on them? Now this even makes me question it even more.
It feels like they operate on a hive mind. Well, no, this.
That's work on exit one.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter how
Wait.
smart you are.
So you mean Anna asks sorry, Hafiz asks, do you mean like bees?
Yeah, like they operate as one
So
and they cover for the others.
Oh, in that case,
oh.
what I have a now I have a suggestion. What if we just explode the middle of the town?
Do you have enough explosives for that?
Bayani starts laughing. Of course, that's your, your suggestion.
I
What happened to
Anna,
not killing him?
Annam, just so you know, with some time and effort, you can definitely change those glue kegs into explosive
I know.
glues. Yeah, just to let you know.
Anna, I know that does sound like a very good
Yeah,
last ditch
Anna,
effort plan, but
yeah,
what happened to
Anna
killing
does
them?
say
Not
like
killing them?
maybe try to cure them. Like, can't you cure them? You're good at this thing, right? You've seen these before. You said.
Last time he,
Oh, you
I'm
didn't.
didn't
sure
you
there
say
is
the
a
last time he did this?
different way.
Oh, you didn't cure them last. Oh, I thought.
Well, they
Oh,
were dead the last time.
wait, what?
Yeah, they weren't victims last time. They were only pawns from the mount itself,
Wait, but
and we didn't feel bad about defeating them.
because they. Oh, you.
Yeah.
Wait. So you fought like walking corpses?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, this time
Oh
it's
wow.
actual live. These are live people turned into
Okay.
whatever this magic does to them.
Oh no! What if
Yeah.
there isn't a cure? Oh no! Oh man!
Don't you worry. Here's the thing. For us to cure them, we have to move them away from the mound. But the issue now would be, how do we get close to the mound, or at least close to the people, to get them away from it?
Remember your tentacle trap? Why don't we do that again?
The what?
That required a night's work.
It is
No, it
nighttime.
wasn't a night. I think it was several hours, right? I mean,
Wait, what? What was the tentacle trap? I don't remember. Help me.
it was the one from the temple.
The
Yeah,
one.
the time we fought the Furies, we met the Furies.
Yeah. Oh! You did something with the tentacles?
It's not the tentacle, it's the implosion bomb.
Oh, the implosion. Oh, the implosion bomb. Okay. I remember
Yeah, I
that
think
one never worked.
No, it was more or less. It's like actually, yeah. Is it still
it
like?
was sarcasm.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Anna was gonna say like, no, that took a little bit too much time. I'm not sure how much time do we have before that thing becomes smarter or something.
We need to find a way to get the affected off the ground.
Yeah, or as I suggested, we could probably just bomb the middle. Maybe that would work.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, remember the time we bombed that mount? We actually had casualties. Granted,
Wait,
there were people blocking us, but still.
Wait, you actually did this before?
You surprised?
Well,
yeah, and
yeah,
it didn't work.
Oh.
Oh, that
Technically,
apparently
No,
it
actually,
did.
worked.
it did work. Not
Wait.
without great cost.
No,
Which one is it?
the last time with the mount, we solved it by having the mount be swept away by water.
Yes, that was
Oh.
what you did last time. The explosion.
Yeah, that was
the explosion
Oh,
causing a
I
riot.
completely missed that. I thought it just blew up the mount itself.
no that we.
To
we
be fair,
set
your
it with
character
water.
wasn't present in the scene, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So great. We now also need a source of water to do that bomb plan.
Which there isn't.
Wait, Maya, can't you just float the source up?
Like
Maybe?
what? Levitation? Through levitation?
Yeah, why don't you do what you did with the water, but instead we do it with the source?
A source. What source?
The source where this whole thing is happening.
You haven't been into the village yet. How do you know what's there? Anna
Yeah.
asks.
How about we first try to take care of the animals and then see
Okay.
what's actually going on.
But it should be obvious what the source is. Was
But
it?
we need to get to it first.
Okay.
Oh, in that case, why don't we do this? We'll make like a really big area, probably like a stage or something,
Menos.
and we just
All right, Menos, you start feel like you're on edge, like looking towards the village, and you start feeling extremely dizzy and nauseous, and you feel like on the verge of throwing up.
is that just Menos?
Do I notice this?
I don't know. Menos, what do you do when this happens?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find somewhere to stand that isn't touching.
Somewhere stand what? Sorry.
Isn't touching the earth.
Okay. They're probably like
Shoes?
yeah, I guess you can stand on the thing that that abomination of a corset that is certain someone made and it totally failed. I guess you can stand on that.
Whatever would be thick enough that this guy would carry.
Oh,
Because
it's
basically,
thick.
I am trying to, because we've seen these creatures have a connection to the earth, and I'm trying to take away that basically.
Yep.
As I will also say.
Yep.
Something.
Yeah.
I think one of the wounds they gave me is something's happening. So.
Okay. Oh yeah. Adam wanted to tell the
Are you
team
going to
something.
turn into one of these things? Anna asks you.
I don't think so. They're magic similar to mine, life magic, so I might be able to resist it somewhat, but I feel very ill right now. And that might
in that
lose
case,
my ability to fight.
why don't you just stay on the camel?
That might be an idea, actually.
Yeah, you don't have to trample on Fatima's I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Just stand. Yeah, just sit on the camel. It's fine. They can handle with someone sleeping on them. Totally fine.
It seems like whatever this is draws its power from the earth, which means that hopefully by getting away from the earth,
As you see, like your wounds are currently completely staunched and covered with black soil.
probably need to get rid of this too. I'm going to start trying to clean the wound with water. Once again.
What do you do?
Instead of trying to clean the wound with some water or water.
Wonderful. You clean the wound. It forms back.
Interesting. And I'm just gonna
How about you try
invest.
cutting it out?
Oh shit!
Let's not do that, because that's just gonna hurt Menos even more.
Can I at least just like grab something and just dig out a small chunk of the dirt?
And on the bright side, as Menos tries to clean that, there are like samples of this magical soil coming out that you you can grab if you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that after saying what I said just now.
Wonderful.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna collect a sample. It's gonna be interesting for later. Hello?
No problem.
Oh.
If anyone has any way of actually dealing with this, you know.
Yeah, actually, what if we just made it a platform and we just drag all of them on that platform?
Maya, what do you do as you realize Menos has been infected and with this same magic soil? Black soil, black magic soil. Magic black soil? There we go.
Yeah, good question. can I just like see how far it's spread and if it's still spreading?
Does that sound like investigating a mystery? I guess.
I feel like that's just seeing it.
Seeing it, I guess, yeah, you can just see it. Like, I mean, it's from the outset. It look at first glance, it just looks like it's just in the wound, but clearly something else is happening because even if like he cleans it, it's like reappearing inside the wound.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to investigate a mystery to know further, that's totally fine. We can find out.
Sure.
It could be a group effort too, with you and Annam doing your magic science. Oh my gosh, it's a 10. All right then.
I don't
Okay.
think it really needs a group effort.
One specific to general. Go for it. You can.
Oh God, I have to come up with questions again.
Everyone, help her get ideas. Come on.
All right, what's your general plan right now?
I mean, like,
Oh, is there a way to remove it
yeah,
completely?
like, there's the question: what could fix it, cure it, or slow it down?
Is that a specific question?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So okay, you definitely need to research it. You're not entirely certain it is curable yet, but you do have the sample and you have previous experience. So, and you have a live test subject that is probably willing to help in your experiment on them to not get infected further. So you have someone to experiment on.
So you're basically Tony Stark in the desert right now.
Oh God.
Kind of, yeah. And your own Tony Stark's heart is basically Menos. Just use him as an experiment. Maybe he'll not. Maybe he won't die.
So what's the answer?
So yeah, you can. You can probably figure out a cure. You're not entirely sure yet, but you need to experiment, which basically involves
More equipment than we have here, probably.
No, not really. It's just gonna take time, and probably one or two use magic rolls, and that's it. Based on what
Cool.
happened. So it's going to like if you start experimenting on Menos, it's pretty much basically going to take like the rest of the night, I guess. But in the early morning, we'll come up with what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you doing it? Yes. No.
Yes.
All right. Who is helping? Annam, you're helping, right?
Actually, I had a plan.
Oh God.
Maybe Fatima can help.
Yep, I will help.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I think that one is because of it's on the body, and Annam's not really that, good with body stuff.
Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Maya, roll use magic. Let's go. See what happens.
Considering what happened to Hector, I don't think Annam should touch anyone.
Oh boy. Yep. That's fair. Oh shit.
Oh.
Well.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Fatima. You go to help, and Maya's basically like, back off. This is magic. None of your bandage and stuff. Go help Vahiti or something.
Okay. Turns around.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. It takes the rest of the night, Maya, and you do definitely poke and prod at different spells at Menos. Menos. Yeah. You take 2 more harm, ignoring your armor in the
Holy.
But by
Wow.
the it's Maya's just testing out stuff inside your thing, and you're like, yeah.
What did Maya do?
Not even sure. But in the morning, and you can use first aid on yourself. Flux can use, Fatima can use medic on you. That's also fine. That's totally fine. Flux in the
Will you
morning.
allow me?
In the morning, Fatima can also try to medic on Bahiti if you want. Bahiti, do you sleep through the night? Yes or no?
Yeah, she would have.
Absolutely. Okay, wonderful.
And
Passed out.
I
Yes.
actually, Annam
think-
wouldn't.
All right, you stay awake. Totally fine. I think because
So-
you sleep, you manage to like heal one more harm. You're still unstable though.
Okay.
Yeah, you're at 3 harm. All right, but you're unstable.
Actually-
While Menos is at 3 harm, but not unstable. Yay!
I wanted to say
Alright,
Annam
so-
might try to sneak into the village.
All right. Okay. Wait. One by one. Okay. So. Okay. So Maya. I think with some like continuous like experimentation, you do find a way to cure this this word thing. Mostly a lot of the research is actually was done previously when you like took the soil and the creature's head, the jackal head, back to your ship. So a lot of your like research from that time comes back to you, and you spend the night doing that. I am going to say one thing though, is what what like who keeps an eye on the thing, the thing, sorry, Aristotle, the Redeemer, sack.
Well, I
Wait,
mean, the camel dude has it.
Camel dude. Wonderful, wonderful.
God,
So good, excellent. Okay. Yeah. All right. Morning happens. Menos, you're cured. Boom. Nothing changes. Get wrecked. But yeah,
Okay.
your wounds are start to like profusely bleed because it was never actually properly staunched. So you like start like bandaging it. But yeah, there's no more soil there anymore. Your hand does feel extremely sore because Maya's has basically been poking in a lot of magical ingredient down into that wound repeatedly through the entire night. Good job, Maya. So, Maya, the solution procedure that you have figured out, you need to separate the soil beast from the soil. And after they have like passed out a little bit, like went into that like pass out stage, the fugu state, then you can magically like remove the soil beast, like the infection from them. But and the third step is, once you do this magically, you need to physically remove the soil from the victim, and that's it. That's the solution.
how much soil was removed?
Like you like Maya will figure out, because Maya would make a magical connection. Maya would know how much you need to clean after it's done. So
Okay.
if you want to, Maya, you can actually do this on the two individuals that are like passed out. That you
Sure.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so they're already off the ground. Roll use magic. You don't need to roll twice, just roll once for both of them, and that's fine. Oh my gosh. Is anyone helping, or is that a 9?
Right, since I'm not doing anything, I can help.
Wait, are you not like helping like Menos with his injuries?
Well, I thought Maya seems to have it all
Okay,
under control.
all right, okay, sure, help out. Go ahead.
Alright,
Oh no!
go.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
It does work though. Yeah, it does work. Wonderful. Yeah. Maya, the use magic work without glitches. So basically, what this means is that hold on. Let me give you the procedure. Let me actually give you the procedure so it's useful. Yeah, there we go. That's the procedure. Boom. Hold on. I may have given you unnecessary information. God damn it. Alright. Lols. Lols! Lols! This is my fault. God damn it. Alright, there we go. There we go. Go. Boom. I don't know what you saw, but you don't tell anyone what you saw. There, done. Solved. Fucking
Cute.
shit. Oh, I hate myself. Alright, okay. Alright, yeah, who's cleaning the soil from the victims? Hafiz will do it if you tell him. That
Yeah,
way.
sure. He
Yeah,
can
that-
help. He can help.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay, so it's going to take some time, but you will succeed. Anna, what are you doing? What fresh hell are you into?
I was gonna say Anna would try to sneak into the village at night.
Wonderful. How are you going there without being seen from this camp? Because a lot of people are awake through the entire night.
Because Adam would try to like disguise himself with the dirt
Oh fuck.
and also try to cover his scent.
You okay, no. You realize that you're like you have a small camp and everyone can see each other. Your camp.
Yeah.
How
They-
are
they're-
you
they're
going
having
without
a
anyone
certain-
stopping you? Because like if anyone sees you, they will try to stop you. So what do you do? Like, do you convince them that you like they should let you go or something? You can try that.
Okay. Oh, so somebody would actually stop me.
I mean-
Anna would probably try to stop you. Hafiz would probably try to stop you. It's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Okay. Then I guess Adam would probably try to say like, I just need information on how these things work. Like, can they actually detect me by sight, or is it by smell, or even by sound?
So, okay, and so you're like trying to persuade them to let you go alone.
Yeah.
Okay, persuade them. This is gonna go so bad. This is gonna go so badly. Holy shit.
It's a charm roll.
Yeah, it's a
Seven.
charm roll. Go ahead.
Huh.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. They're either apathetic to your survival chances, or they just like you just convince them. One of
They
those.
just didn't care.
Yeah. They.
Oh, no,
they,
they would care,
they,
but
they probably don't care. Like you probably convince them. It's like you're capable enough. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
so-
We'll get back to you. Flux, remember that you failed. Okay, good. Sorry. Remember that you got a complication. Okay, good. All right. So you're sneaking back into the village. Okay. So you cover your scent. You try to cover as you're basically crawling through the ground. Okay, good. Strong went BRB. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay, you managed to like separate these, like cure these two individuals. They're still passed out from the like the effects, the after effects of the infection. It's just tired, sleeping. But yeah, they are cleared. The infection has been cleared. Yeah. Fatima, the
What?
you managed to clear a lot of the thing with Hafiz's help. Um, there seems to be like Hafiz like points to a piece of like soil in one of his hands that doesn't seem to clean off.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Maya.
Yeah.
Hafiz got hit a bit in the hand.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I got injured with the horse.
And you didn't tell anyone about it?
It wasn't serious at the time.
At least we have the proper treatment for this.
Well, let's try to cure Hafiz too, I guess.
Roll use magic, let's go. Hafiz is fine, it's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's totally fine. It's in the early stages. You totally cleared it. It's done.
Anyone else?
You're like so angry. You probably like channel a little bit of like your like heat or something,
Pekka.
and the
Yeah.
clay kind of turns into rubble, and like he's quickly like he's kind of gets like a little bit of burn, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But Bahiti, stares at this and starts looking inside her clothes, like making sure she doesn't got hit.
No, she's fine. She is fine.
Uh,
All
I
right.
don't see any
Okay.
hit.
Cool. It's at this point like Strawn would Annam would probably be returning if he returns at all. So we'll find that out right now. Annam, you went off in the crack of dawn while like Maya is getting very close to finding the cure, and you see like not a lot of the creatures are on guard right now, like staring at you. There's still some there, but yeah. This is your best time to do it. You also hear like banging noises from the village, so you realize they are heading for the other barricaded people. The banging noises were sporadically happening throughout the night, but now they have increased in frequencies as like you realize a lot of these animals that were on guard has gone that way. This is your best time to do it. Go. All right, Strawn, give me an act under pressure roll with a +1. Let's see if you manage to reach the village without getting spotted. Hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna actually use luck on this one.
Hey, your first luck usage, brilliant.
Yeah, I actually need to sneak into there.
Okay, all right. You do manage. Okay, you know what? You manage to sneak in. You take a wide berth. You basically crawl along the entire thing, and you reach the village as the moon is about to set in the west. You reach like the side of the village, not the angle you approach, but from another angle. Wonderful. What do you do? The sound of
Um,
banging is now louder.
I was gonna use an exposure stone to
Brilliant.
to precisely look where the
Brilliant.
source is.
Brilliant. Give me an exposure stone roll. Let's go. Let's freaking go. We
Oh,
got
pursuit.
this. We got this. What happened? Oh, that's a 9. Brilliant. Okay. You may ask the keeper one general question. Go. Where is this?
Yeah. Where is the
Okay. All right. So
place?
as you put the stone up to your eyes, the first thing is the amount. The amount of it. It is not as powerful as the Storm Shah's effect because that was like really powerful. But this is still like very bright. It's not blindingly bright magic, but it is still bright magic through the stone. But you do see this magic is like permeating in like waves from like you can see this like shockwave, this magical shockwave coming from like the center of the town, the village. So how are you going there? Are you like walking along the alleyways? Are you getting up on the roof? What are you doing? How are you trying to get a better look-see?
You know what? He's gonna do a ninja move.
Oh my
He's
god.
gonna do this. He's gonna do like go to the wall, look around, and then like switch to another wall until he
You're,
gets closer.
you're basically doing what Kronk did in Emperor's New Groove, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. All right. You know what? Yeah. Okay. You know what? Sure. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Because you got a lock on that, you managed to sneak your way through like this. By all accounts, it shouldn't work, but it does. Bullshit. And you managed to get a look-see. It's the center of town. The center of town has like a little like a earthen obelisk. It's like made of like it's not made of like solid rock. It's more like rubbles, kind of like stacked together, kind of like a cairn, but more in an obelisk shape. Obelisk, those like
Yeah.
rhomboid pillar things. Yeah.
So there's a random obelisk in the middle of town.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not random. It's clearly like made by the villagers, and there's
Oh, okay.
there's incense and other chalk marks on it, that they kind of like worship it as like the village's deity and stuff like that. At the bottom of this obelisk and surrounding the obelisk, the ground is entirely pitch black. There's no mound. That is the source. The ground under the obelisk is pitch black. You don't know how far below into the ground it descends, but that is the source. You confirm it with the exposure stone. That is where the magical waves, shock waves, are coming from.
Okay.
You do see a bunch of like these like infected humans. You see like 3 infected humans and the horse from earlier, and a camel. They're trying to bash into like a barricaded house, and you do hear like screams from inside with every bashing. Like every bash, "Ah!" Like they're like straining to hold the door back from opening. We got victims. Let's go.
Oh, damn. Is it possible for like Adam to go slightly closer to the edge of town and then burn everything?
Oh my god. You know what? Give me act under pressure again. Let's see if Kronk can manage. You can Kronk walk through the walls. Oh god. Okay. Okay, you know what? Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay? Whoo boy. Okay, so I'll give you this one. Okay, it's a hard choice. So either you make it to the edge of town safely, but you're fairly certain the door is going to be broken in by then, or you can make a lot of noise to get to the edge of town, trying to distract them. You will still get to the edge of town, but now you will have, broken your cover. That's your hard choice. Go.
I'm gonna use burn everything and break my cover.
So you don't go. No. What's your choice here right now? Like, which choice do you
Oh.
take? Yeah.
Um,
Because it's like you're trying to get to the edge of town.
considering that Anna would probably guess that Maya already has a like a cure.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you know Maya, that could be a decent assumption.
He is thinking that Maya is just really smart and she probably did something.
All right, okay, that's fair enough. Good, let's go.
Then he's just gonna leave. Yeah, he's gonna keep his cover.
You're going to keep your cover. Okay, as you like keep
Yeah.
your cover and slowly crawl to the edge of town safely, you hear the door break and there are shrieks from inside the house before the shrieks are muffled.
Yeah.
Shrieks of help, stop, no, back off, and then it just goes muffled and quiet.
And I'm just gonna run to the group.
Oh, okay, good. It's dawn. You see Adam running back from the village, completely covered in dirt.
How does the dirt look like he's infected?
No, it looks like he's covered with like bad, like really bad. It looks like somebody kicked him into the ground and tried to bury him in the sand. But
Is there a cup somewhere?
there's
Up.
a cup?
Bahiti will, yeah, a wooden cup or something. She basically is just going to throw the cup on Anum's face and say, the hell is your problem? Did you freaking sneak out alone?"
I mean, yeah. I mean, nothing happened, so it's fine, right? Anyway, I have some news.
Sure.
Is everyone awake for this, or is it just only for my?
I think this is the moment when like you all like solved, like you were basically cleaned up Hafiz, and the other two has already been cured. So yeah, Like everyone's probably up for this. Yeah. It's like early morning. Like you see like sun rising in the east. It's dawn. It's sunrise. There we go. Congratulations.
Well, did you at least glean anything useful in your foray?
First of all, this time there's no mound. And Anna, you remember that there's an obelisk in this village, right?
Oh yeah. We worship it as like we worship it as our lord of the ground, Tannen. You know, the old god Tannen. I don't know whose idea was it. It's not a pretty popular god, but we just do it as sort of like a village god to protect us from sandstorms and stuff. You know.
Okay. Well, now that thing is on black dirt. So I think I know where the source is.
There we go.
Considering that it's an obelisk, we probably know we know exactly where it is.
I mean, this is out of character, but I was just saying, like, we knew like there is a general idea of these. Oh, sorry. I guess it's in character. I mean, we only knew that it was in the middle of the village. We just didn't know where exactly. So I needed to confirm that.
Yeah,
And
now we can now properly go into planning phase.
and also bad news is the village might have already been changed.
What do you mean?
Let's just say one of the houses is very quiet now.
Uh, okay. Did you find the place we're supposed to go?
Yeah, it's like we kind of guessed, it was in the middle of town, but now it's exactly in the middle of town under that Tatooine.
Under
Sorry,
what?
under the obelisk.
Oh,
Under the obelisk.
Okay.
Sorry. I saw the Tatooine and I was just like, see.
Yeah, like yeah. Oh, the obelisk represents Tannen.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what an obelisk looks like for those. Probably everyone knows, but just in case. Oh, it doesn't preview. Okay. All right. Fine.
So yeah. Whew. Now we have that information.
Yeah, it's a very shitty looking obelisk. Like the top is pretty much like not like well made at all. It's basically what a bunch of villagers with no like serious stone carving tools would make. It's pretty shit. All right, so what's the plan? What is the plan as the sun rises? And I think Ina's the one who's gonna ask. So what's the plan? You know how to cure them now.
And we know where the source exactly is now too. So how do we, go there now? Unless
We run like hell.
sorry, out of character, that reminds me of Frozone.
I don't know why. Why Frozone?
No, because I was thinking like Maya could do an ice path or something. I just remembered that. Then I was thinking of Maya doing the ice path in front of us.
Oh, okay.
Do we need a veritable amount of water for that?
Yes.
Or can you just conjure ice from nowhere?
I was
No,
going to
no.
ask, where are you getting the water for this ice?
And also, we're in the desert, so it
Yeah.
will be a temporary solution at best.
Yeah.
You could drop the natural water reserves in the ground.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
still,
that.
ice in the desert. It's not gonna last long.
Mhm.
Or, okay. And I was gonna say, what if we made a tunnel or like walls towards that center.
That's how are we supposed to defend? Not make sure we don't touch the floor if we're making a tunnel.
Hey, guys, Anna says, I have like 8 camels here if you want to use them to run around instead of running around because they have horses and camels.
We have them. Yes,
I
that's
mean,
why I
yeah,
said run for our life. Run,
but
run, run the hell.
wouldn't we get? I mean, if we're faster than them, then that's fine.
Yeah,
I
but we would
listen,
still.
listen, guys, I'm like, listen, I just need a few moments with my camels to encourage them with food and stuff, but I can promise you I can get you to that obelisk in the center. Like, not get, but what do you do then? Like, I can get you
Yeah.
there. I can help get you there. What do you do then? Like, because
No,
we'll be covered in
that's
on
our
other sides.
anti we covered.
I think we can use the glue to slow them down from coming towards us, and I do not know how do we remove that source, that ground, from the obelisk. I'm not sure if Maya, you're strong enough to carry the obelisk with your power,
Oh, it's not
or
just the
Menos, can you?
obelisk, it's like the ground
Yeah.
beneath the obelisk. The obelisk is just rock.
Yeah, but then how would you remove the ground without removing the obelisk?
The obelisk can just literally just be collateral. We don't need it can be rebuilt.
Yeah, no,
Well,
yeah. Destroy the obelisk. It's terrible anyway. The town people have been talking about like getting a proper stone carver to make a good one anyway.
Well,
Ha-
once
Anna
you
says.
said that, can you guys give me a few hours to make a bomb?
how big is the obelisk?
Oh,
Can't
the
we just
obelisk.
topple it over?
It's about as tall as Hafiz, so it's like about 6.5 feet.
Wow, okay, that was way smaller than what I thought. I thought it would be like
No,
twice the
no.
size of
Yeah.
human.
Yeah. It's very shit. It's very shit. I'm
I mean,
telling
we
you.
have camels. If we run to it and then tie some noose around it, it could probably remove it in the spot. You just need to move it.
Yeah, you know what? That might work. Then I guess the only thing left
Just
would
so
be
you
how to.
know, this is loose, sandy soil. Making a tunnel is exceedingly difficult. Would be putting it best.
I was not
Yes.
saying we go underground. I
Okay.
was saying we would make like walls
Oh, okay.
towards
All
the
right.
obelisk.
All right. Okay. My bad. Like when you listen, when I think tunnel, I'm thinking Minecraft tunnel. So you're going underground. Okay. I'm sorry.
I know. I was thinking Anna would be saying this. So.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that would definitely be in character, because he would be like, maybe we make something of a tunnel on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So what if we can make like a path, or we just run for it and drag that obelisk away? What about the ground? How do we remove that? Unless we, float the ground like what we did with the thing before. Oh, wait. What if we purified it? Can we do that?
You mean like
Yeah, turn it back to normal soil.
cure it the
Yeah.
way we cured the people?
Yeah.
But then we would still need to remove it from. Like, I mean,
Miss.
the cure only works once the person being cured is no longer on the ground. Like, the connection is severed. So how would we do that with the ground?
We remove the magic out of it.
Maya, Ina kind of meekly asks you, I have a bad news. I can't find the sack you gave me, the one that was moving.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What? Could you repeat that?
The sack. I tied it to one of the camels, and it's not there now.
You had one job. I told you to look after this. And what do?
I was. You brought two of my friends. I didn't think the sack would
Yeah, you
untie
didn't
itself.
think exactly.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it would untie itself. I thought I tied it well. I'm sorry.
I will deal with you later. Now we have more pressing matters.
There's a
Um,
there's a very minor scene of like a little bit of a flashback scene that nobody sees, that we see Annam running off into the night, and we see the sack kind of pulling continuously on the sleeping camels, like the tide, and gets untied and just hops along the desert. just hopping along the desert in the sack. The
so
sack's
cute.
the sack's still tied. It just untied from the camel. The sack's head is still tied, and it just hops along the desert. Hop, 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 hop.
That's so cute.
Okay, back in the present.
Oh, rip.
Okay. I guess we can try to find your pet later then, Maya.
I'm trying very hard to stay calm right now.
You know what? Yeah, let's just float up the dirt. Once we go in there, what about that?
Let's just do this. I've had enough of this.
I pat Maya on the back.
Don't
Wes.
touch me.
Yeah, but he just does the whole don't like. Oh shit! I've seen this.
You,
I've like
you also see
yes.
Adam shake his head very vigorously, like no, no, no.
No, no, no.
Okay, let's just take the camels, run there, pull the obelisk off, and just purify the ground out of magic.
Whatever.
Okay. Maya, how disheartened are you at this point, or how disappointed, or
Oh, very.
emotionally distressed, I guess.
Distressed, no. Angry, yes.
Yes, she's fucking done.
Yeah. Okay. So would you say you're you wouldn't be thinking exactly 100% clearly at this point?
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, good, excellent. Roll me an act under pressure to not
Oh, no.
forget something.
Oh, no. This is. It's bad enough that
Holy
the actual
shit!
player. Oh.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. You're angry. You're still angry, but you're still a scholar, and your rational mind comes through, and you realize, as you're all getting ready for this mad dash into town, you actually don't know how to cure the earth. You know how to cure the people who are infected.
Yeah.
And you have no confirmation whether that cure will work on the ground patch, the black soil itself.
Yes.
Excellent.
But here's a question: would she tell everyone?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she did kind of say that she wasn't sure how to cure the earth before.
Mhm.
Then, you know what? If we can't cure it, let's just float it above ground. How about that?
I guess so.
And I'm also like, and I was gonna be like, I'm not sure if this is gonna work whatsoever.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. What is Menos doing? Oh, Fatima, do you want to treat Bahiti again? And Bahiti, do you let Fatima treat you again?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm always up for
but
it.
Bahiti is kind of glaring at her.
If you cooperate with me, like help me with this, it'll go on better. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Even
Go.
before he rolls a tree.
There you go.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, you have redeemed yourself in Bahiti's eyes after making it worse first. You are
Yeah.
stabilized and healed of 2 harm. Get wrecked.
Okay.
You're at 1
Nice.
now. Like he like she probably gives you some like some probably weed that like like puts you in like lets you forget the pain. It's painkiller basically, but weed because yeah, it's drugs. Get wrecked. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bahiti puts her hand on Fatima's shoulder and says, "Look, I'm
Sit
sorry I
down.
did
You're
not put
still.
enough faith in
Sit
you,
down. You still
but
need
thank
rest.
you." Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure.
All right. Okay. Cool. Uh. Whew. Menos, what do you do as you as you have been cured?
I'm doing what I've been doing this entire time, paying attention to the surroundings and making sure
Excellent!
everything.
Oh my gosh! Okay, then you're the one to see it. You
Oh.
see these creatures, these like people and like animals, like all of them. They're kind of like what's the word? Crowding, like collecting, coalescing at the northeast side of town, whereas you are coming in from the northwest. They are all coalescing, collecting at the northeast side of town, and you see in their hands are mounds of black soil, like in their hands, piles of black soil. They are walking out of the village towards northeast.
Well, first I'll inform everyone of that, and also, is it possible they're moving whatever's there that's creating them outside the village?
No.
Well, each of them has in their hands large piles of black soil. So
Oh.
they could be moving a pile of black soil to another location where it's more protected.
Oh no, that means we actually have to stop that.
Oh, that means they got everyone, all the survivors. And Anna says, kind of holding his head. Oh
Aren't you a
no!
survivor?
I mean, oh, okay. Besides these two and me, the people who are barricaded.
The, this concerns me more on that the fact that this might not be the first village that this has happened to. Oh, has it? Has that? Are there any villages close by? Any settlements?
The nearest settlement to here is Koptos.
All right, so
Yeah, Coptos was fine just when we came here.
In that case, they might just originate from here. So we have no no reason to worry about other settlements being afflicted by the same thing.
I have a question. Are the people like are the monsters just like bringing the soil out like far away from us? I mean, sorry, getting far away from the village, or are they just starting to get out of the village?
They're still they're kind of collecting, and some of them are starting to walk away, but they are like pretty much moving as a group.
Okay, guys. We are going to have to stop that before we actually go in then.
Yep.
Yeah. Because even if we do break off their main source, that sand that's going to come out will be their, next source. So, who's going to do that?
Shrug.
Okay, I guess me and Manos can probably deal off with those. Is that okay with you, Manos?
Fine.
And
I just make sure all of us get out of here alive. So whatever I can do to make sure that I'll do.
okay, and everybody else, I guess you guys have to deal with the obelisk.
Sounds fine. Sounds fine.
Okay. And I'm guessing Maya, you know what to do later.
Sure.
Okay, let's do
Hopefully.
this.
Oh gosh. Does Maya know what to do later?
Maya will fake it till she makes it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What a
We're
great
good.
what a great mentality to die with. Oh, wait, did I say die with? No, I didn't say that. No, all right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. The team splitting up. We have Menos and Anam on one side. We have everyone else on the other side. Is Bahiti following, or is Bahiti staying behind with the two passed out dudes? Boys.
Not with the passed out dudes, just coming with them.
Okay. So yeah, the passed out dudes.
What's their name?
Oh, their names. They do have actually names. I just forgot to actually mention them. Now I have names for them. How dare you? How dare you?
I mean, it's not. It wouldn't be your first time.
Yeah, hold on. There you go. Boom. That's weird, but yeah, you now know how the soil beast transformation goes. Yeah, like their sleep stage. Good, great, right? Te and Tabari, both tailors. E. I wrote it down. I'm not a dumbass. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get some tea as everyone gets up. So we're just gonna leave these two here, hoping that they won't they're cured and probably won't get eaten by jackals and vultures. Good, wonderful. Let's go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some tea, and when we come back, we're gonna do the Anam and Menos scene first, and then we'll have the other people running into their dooms. All right, good.
Oh.
Well, alright. So we have a very just hell's bells to everything woman, alongside a motley crew who's hoping to follow this woman's plans to the letter.
Wait,
And
who's
we
that?
have two that Maya.
She doesn't really. I don't think Maya follows to the letter, right?
No, we're the one who's gonna follow her instructions to the letter.
Oh god, Maya doesn't even know what she is doing.
Yep. And then we have two people enacting the great distraction plan.
I feel like this is deja vu all over again.
Oh yeah, but now the roles are reversed.
Kind of, except Maya is still the one that's going to the source.
My brain is too fried for this. God.
Yeah,
I noticed.
we just collectively use up all of our brain cells for this to brainstorm.
Nadine literally has a brain fright.
Oh.
Alright, I'm back with tea. Let's go. Alright, okay. Anam and Minos, you ride your camels, and pretty much as you like start moving and everyone like gets up on their camel, like all of these soil beasts kind of like see you. And when I say soil beast, I do mean all the humans also. All right, so yeah, all of these soil beasts kind of turn in unison, and they kind of like start like the trail that was coming out of the village start immediately like walking back into the village.
Wait. And I'm just gonna be like, he's gonna stop right beside the village, outside of the edge. Menos, did you just see that?
I did.
They didn't even fight this time.
I mean, it's true enough. We need to question why they were attacking in the first place. Maybe they've got enough people now. Maybe they were trying to spread their whatever it is, and they've now reached an amount they need for something.
Are you trying to investigate a mystery, Menos?
Not really. I'm just stating.
That's deduction.
Okay, all right. Like, if you're trying to like figure out, analyze their behavior, that would definitely count if you want to roll that, but you don't have to.
I'd say that's actually deduction. Holy crap, Menos is smart.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, maybe we should just go in from here and see what they do.
Okay, what do you do? Are you like following that plan, like following behind this trail?
Yeah, would Menos agree to that?
Yeah, I'm here to keep you guys alive, so I'm following whatever you want to do.
All right.
I'm not.
Okay.
Menos will basically say you can lead. I'll just give advice as necessary.
Yep. All right.
I'm here to help you, group.
Wonderful. As you like
Very well.
like start like riding towards like closer to the village, you do see like them the same trail, like a lot of the people, like as the trail is getting back inside, a lot of them come out like kind of like getting ready to engage if you come close enough, like in a defensive position. Yeah, horses, like two horses, a camel, a few dogs, a man. The man doesn't have any weapons though. Just saying.
Okay, it looks like they're trying to defend that source. You know what? Let's make sure they wait. Would Anam be able to see like if there's soil on their hands still? Or did they drop it?
These people are not like the ones that were carrying it. Those who
Oh.
are carrying it are getting back inside the village. You don't like they're not disappearing. They're going past some of the houses, and you are losing like visual of them. Yeah.
In that case, yeah, Manos, let's just regroup with the others.
Wonderful. Hey, others. You kind of like ride into the village. The exact path you're taking is the normal path. There are a few like dogs and stuff that come like chasing after you. That horse from yesterday, Bahiti, comes after you again.
Oh no! You can have PTSD about horses
but
now.
wait. Ina pretty much like very skillfully guides the camels, like with like whooping noises and other instructions, and very deftly the camels all like dodge around And pretty soon you actually made it to the obelisk unscathed, like going past like at least like 8 or 9 of these soil beasts of various sizes. As he promised, he will get you there unscathed. And he did. Listen, he may be terrible at keeping watch over a sack, but he's good on a camel.
Appreciates this his confidence with his camels instead of like his
Yeah.
ability to.
Yeah. Hey, you're at the obelisk. Wonderful. Bad news. You're surrounded on every side by soil beasts.
That's not good news.
That's. Oh wait, you're right. That isn't good news. They look angry. They start charging. What do you do?
This was a really well thought out plan, guys.
Okay, so it's us at the obelisk, yeah?
Oh yeah. And Anam and Menos can come along one of the alleyways and like rejoin the group. Yeah, totally. Yep, definitely. Yep.
Okay, let's pull on the obelisk first. I guess whoever has the rope would like.
What, this thing? Yeah. Like Ina kind of guides his camel. The camel kicks the obelisk down.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not helping.
It's a stack of stones. It's very shit. I kept telling you it's very shit.
You know, an obelisk implies that it was a huge block of stone.
No. I keep saying it's like a cairn.
No, I say this in character.
Stacks over. Oh, okay.
No, I say this in character, like, oh, it's not. You know, I thought an obelisk meant a block of stone. I didn't realize it was just stacks of stones.
Okay.
Okay. It's literally just a shitty version of this. Hold on. Test. It's literally just a shitty version of this.
Disappointment on how they build stuff aside. Maya, can you just float this soil up with your magic?
Yes.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Roll use magic, or if you have any other moves for that, you can do that.
I don't think there's a move soil magic.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else for that. No.
That'd be a specific ability. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, let's try this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Never disappoint. Unlike one person here.
What is the effect you want to take? The exact effect?
Oh god, let me just check.
Yeah, it's under use magic on basic
weird. Yeah. I guess it will fall under do one thing that is beyond human limitations, like just try to lift up as much of the black earth as possible.
Okay.
Get the source out.
It is a lot. And you do see like mounds of clumps of it have been removed, as like you realize this is what they were trying to like move, like as they were carrying it out. There is a lot. It's pretty much the same amount that was there, but yeah, it's like pretty much the same amount that was there in Thebes, but it's like not a mound up going up. It's like digging in, so it's like an anti-mound, I guess. God damn it!
Isn't that a hole?
I guess yes. That would be a hole. It's like a mound that is upside down. There we go. That's the best I can explain.
Is there like anything around that is not ground where I could put the ground?
The buildings, they're made of stone and wood.
Maybe, yeah. Wouldn't that be like buildings are just squares made of mud bricks or something?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just put it on top of those things.
Yeah. There's also
that's what I was thinking.
yeah, I mean that there's also like thatched roofs and stuff, so you can definitely put it on top of those. You're
Yeah,
not getting the entire mount though, despite your excellent success with the thing. It's still a lot of it. You do get half of it out. Like that
Oh
is
god.
like a huge that is way higher than anything Gamila could have telekinetically lifted. It's huge.
So what you're saying is we didn't finish the job.
No. Oh, you're also getting attacked by all of these things that are jumping at Maya. Everyone else is kind of getting in position to defend you, I guess. I don't know. What do you do?
I would hope so.
I would hope so too.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Menos would do it as well, right, Kelvin?
Yeah. So what
Can
does
they-
Anam and Menos do? And Fatima and Bahiti go?
I'm gonna Fatima will just grab her pole that she has and just try to trip people along the way.
Oh wow, that's good. That's actually excellent. So your main goal is to prevent protect Maya, right?
Yep.
All right, protect someone.
As I'm riding around on the camel.
Oh yeah, protect someone. Go.
Protect someone. Oh boy.
Yeah. You're riding on a camel. You're using the camel's momentum. So I guess you can take
Oh!
Oh shit. All right. You don't have that leveled up, right?
Nope.
Nope. Wait.
If you did, though.
You do.
I do. What?
You have leveled up. Act under pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Help out. Protect someone. Investigate a mystery. Okay.
So someone can help me with this. Someone can help me with this.
I will.
If they want to,
actually.
because in 11 protect, normal protect is already pretty good.
I'll help out.
Okay.
Hold on, can I actually look at what a normal protect is?
Sure.
Hold on.
Whether you actually want the leveled up part.
On a 10 plus, suffer 1 less harm. Okay. On a crit, you just completely unharmed.
Yeah, both of you are completely unharmed and out of danger. That would be pretty good. I'm just saying. If you want that, if someone wants that.
All right. So who's helping me?
I want to say Adam would probably
do it.
Grab the glue and start throwing it away from us and towards the
what?
Towards the soil monsters. The glue.
The glue. Oh, the glue. Oh my god. Did you pick up the keg of glue that was on the ground?
Put it on his camel.
Oh, okay. You know what? Roll act under. Roll help out. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Wait, crap. I forgot what help. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Oh, damn it. Cool.
Thing. Go. Hey. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give you a complication. So the complication is you do give you that +1. You protect. So Flux, you managed to very deftly protect things because Anam sees the glue keg, which has been collected by these creatures and put in the corner of one of the houses, outside it. And Anam tries to go towards it, drawing the attention of a lot of the creatures. So you do succeed in helping, but just not the way you thought you did.
God damn it.
Bahiti
You
just looks at.
Listen, you left the glue kegs in the village. What do you think was gonna happen with intelligent zombies? But hey, on the plus side, you've seen them again. They're right there. Okay, Bahiti, what do you do?
I think. How fast are they Well, we are in
Normal
a camel.
speed. Normal speed. Oh, the camels are faster than these creatures, except the horses and the camels. Obviously.
Okay. How
Would have
many
guessed a camel.
horses and how many camels are there besides our camels?
I'm not gonna count them. There's half a dozen about.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
There's
Yeah,
a
like
lot.
there's okay. No, you're right. That's actually more than there would be because all the camels would be with. So there's one camel, and I think there's like 3 horses. There, that makes sense. Yeah. Because
If that's
Ina
the
is the
case,
main source of cameling in the village, so they took most of that. So yeah, this is just the remaining.
Supply.
the
Yeah.
remaining
Right.
horses.
Yeah, the remaining supply of camel, the only one that belongs to someone else.
I would like to shoot one of the horses in the foot to render it from running.
Excellent.
Wait,
All right.
shoot with what?
Bow. She has bow and arrows.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, everyone doesn't have a bow. Everyone just has melee. I completely forgot about that.
Which one I roll? Tough or
1 second. It's been did I say throwing knives would be available to you the next day or the next mystery?
the next day?
You know what? Your
It's
throwing
24
knife.
hours.
Yeah, you know what? The glues on your throwing knives has worn off. You can use
Okay.
either your bow
Yeah.
or your throwing knife. Go.
I would wait.
The difference is that the bow takes a little bit time to prepare, but like the throwing knives are you can throw.
I have one on my bow, so I'll use the bow first.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. All right. Roll kick some ass.
What is it again? Tough.
Tough.
Yeah, tough.
Okay, tough. That's a success.
Oh shit! I accidentally closed the thing. All right, hold on. That is a.
It's a 10.
Oh shit! Okay, that's a good thing. Nice. Oh, you have 0 tough. Oof.
Well, that's pretty good compared to my -1 tough.
Okay, so yeah, like choose your extra effect on like the 10.
It says there, force them where you want them. I just want the horse to stop running.
Okay, excellent. You shoot like you had one of your thing prepared as you were coming in, and you shoot one of the horses in the leg. The arrow kind of skewers through the leg, pretty much hamstringing it, and the horse like quickly collapses to the ground.
Yeah.
It doesn't neigh in pain though, which is odd behavior. There are still 2 other horses and 1 camel remaining. Go.
Yeah. So Bahiti's basically main concern is
another horse. This is not the same horse that attacked you yesterday. I'm guessing you attacked the same horse that attacked you yesterday. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's another horse, probably that horse's brother, we don't know. They kind of slam your camel.
Oh no.
Knocking you to the ground. You don't take damage from this because I think this is a bad enough situation as is.
Yeah. But it just says, it's now official. I fucking hate horses now.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, Menos and Anam, go.
Yeah, I'm trying to protect. I'm going to try and move to sort of protect as many people. Like, if any of them look like they're attacking one of the party members, I'm going to try and move.
Alright, roll to protect. Let's go. You can do this. I believe in you. Hey, it's an 8. Brilliant. Alright, let's see. Protect. Okay, you protect them, okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. Okay. You know what? You get to pick which animal attacks you. Can be a human too. It's up to you.
Which monster you want?
Yeah. I would move myself in front of the closest, whatever you assume would be the
no.
one.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what one?
So what are the options?
Dog, cat, rat, horse, camel, human.
Rat.
Probably human.
All right.
They
Okay, yeah. I think one of the human jumps forward to like pull Maya down from the camelback, but you get in the way and they grab your leg and they pull you down to the ground. Congratulations, you're also on the ground. Bahiti, you have a friend.
Wait, Adam's also on the ground. Everyone has a friend now.
Wait, Adam's on the ground? I thought you were on camelback.
Oh, sorry, my imagination was off.
Okay.
I thought he had to go down to grab the.
Oh yeah, no, you have
pig.
to go down to grab it, but you haven't gone down yet, so you can do it right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Anna, what do you? Oh, hey, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, like moving the like. Okay, you can sever the connection from these boys from the ground, but you need to do something to the black soil itself to kind of like render its magical effect inert. A bit because like I think like Anam has explained how it's like emanating continuous magical waves that he's seen. Anam, you did tell them that, right?
Yeah,
You
he's because he's
would
just gonna
have
be like.
you would have, right?
Yeah, he says
Okay.
everything.
Okay, good.
Considering they already know that he can see magic with the rock
Yeah,
thing.
through the stone. Yeah, so he told you that, so you know that you are like this is doing what? This is severing the supply, but the magic is still emanating from it from Anam's description. So you need to do something to kind of stop that.
Oh God.
You do manage to like land half the soil clump on like a thatched roof, though. So that's good.
And that
Pulsating magic.
And then you
well,
see
that
the chaos all around you. Like Ina's basically trying to dodge and weave as best as they can. Hafiz is like swinging wildly to like prevent any of the creatures from coming close. And like you see Bahiti and Menos on the ground. What do you
okay,
do?
but did putting like half of the soil onto a roof help like with anything? Like did that stop it for that specific part of the soil?
Nope.
The magic effect or
Nope. It has severed the connection, but you know it's not instantaneous. It's going to take a while. If you stop this magical outbursting, then it might help. Right.
can I don't know, investigate or use magic or something to find out how to stop it?
Investigate. You can read a bad situation. You can use magic. Go ahead. Do your bullshit.
You're giving her too much options.
Yes.
Too much options. Get wrecked. Absolutely get.
My brain is not working today.
It's fine. You're tired. It's fine. But you are like, yeah, I just want to let you guys know you are very close to ending this. Like, you're so close. You could all feel it, too.
Yay.
Man, just blow it up. It'll probably disintegrate the entire soil or turn it to glass or something.
Okay. So, do you want to specifically investigate how to, like, render the magic inert?
Yes.
All right, investigate a mystery. Let's go. Just go. Go. Do it. Oh my gosh.
And I guess I can't help because I'm busy protecting Maya from the.
Yeah, sure, you can help totally.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Time to help out.
Like you are close by, and Maya does pick up half of it. Like, just explain how you're doing it, or just like roll. We can figure that out. Oh my god.
Oh, almost.
All right then.
Oh wow.
Nah, that's still a 10 though. That's still a 10 on the investigate. Congratulations. So, okay. Maya, what's your question? And I'm guessing it's a specific question. How to cure? How to stop the magic?
Yeah. How to stop the magic? Yes.
Like a good way would be to set fire on the outside of the ground. The clay.
Yeah, we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna blow it up. Yep.
It's just blow it up. Just turn it to terracotta. Burn it to stain.
I would
I can't believe Anna was right.
I would like to bring that up. And then suggested twice.
Yeah, but okay, to be fair, we had like prior experiences you
remember.
blowing up people.
It's powerful life magic. Just kill it with fire.
In fact,
Fucking shit.
Can I kill it with
Okay.
fire?
you know what? Just
please?
throw
okay.
the
You
just
know
throw the
what?
glue on top of the soil and just set
Okay,
fire
you
to
know
it.
what? Okay. What does Fatima say? Fatima's like just the ground is all like maybe Fatima remembers pottery or something, or like mentions that or something. I don't know. What does Fatima say that reminds Maya to wait a minute? Just burn it.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Just like scorch the lands.
I mean, maybe it was because Fatima was like frustrated because of so many things happening.
Yeah, it's like and then I just like this random comment just like jumped out to Maya.
She's like, just burn it all. And Maya's like, wait, hey, that's a good idea.
Alright.
I wonder.
I tell her, will Fatima know if the glue is flammable?
Anam has told you that it's like he can change it to flammability, or like
Alright.
like Anam has told you he can change it to like explosive.
That means it's still flammable at its base, so we can totally just
Not
dump glue
necessarily.
onto this.
Not necessarily, but yes. Okay, Anam, what do you do before Maya's realization? What do? You reach the two glue kegs.
I mean, he was going.
One of them is half
going
empty. One of them is half empty because it was on its side, and half of it has poured out into the ground.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna use like the larger, like the full one, because he was thinking half of that's not enough to keep all of these away. So he's going to like throw the glue all around the ground, like in front of the soil monsters.
How? Like using what? Your hand?
No, he's just gonna grab the keg and just break it in front of him.
Oh.
Like throw it in front of him. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So you're like, what is your effect? You're trying to like glue up these boys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Roll tough. It's act under pressure, but using tough, because using your strength to lift this barrel, and it's kind of heavy. Oh shit! Okay then.
Would anyone want to
look at our rolls? Holy shit, we're on a roll today.
You know your barrels.
14, 11, 8.
I have a question. Would anyone want to help with that? Because I have it advanced.
You know what? If you tell Hafiz to help you, he will.
Yeah, it's probably like it's a little bit heavy, and he's like, Hafiz, help me with this.
Yeah. Like Hafiz kind of comes over, like jumps down from the camel and just like grabs the full keg and tells you to grab the half one, and then Congratulations. It's yeah. So Maya, as you realize that you can burn the soil, there's a crack noise of two barrels hitting the ground, and you see all that glue that Anam said could turn into an explosive is being sprayed onto the ground. Nowhere close to the black soil patch.
God damn it.
But on the plus side, it is stopping like half the creatures that were attacking you are just immediately stuck and like trying to get their foot like out of the ground because they're stuck.
I don't know. I could probably just set the ground on fire with magic, right? Do I need the glue?
Now there's a question. Maya, what do you do?
Just gonna blow it all up.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So you do need like some sort of ingredient to cover the soil, so you can set that on fire, because the soil itself wouldn't catch on fire.
Who would be the perfect role?
Does anyone have oil?
I wonder who has the ingredients within the
Does,
group.
does
Yeah.
Maya shout that? Does anyone have
Yes.
oil?
Yes.
I imagine 3 hands, like 3 replies come to you. Bahiti, Anam, and Enna.
Yeah.
Throw your oil into the pit.
Wait, no,
Yes.
Adam wouldn't actually raise up his hand. Adam's gonna ask, why do we need oil?
Throw
Adam,
it into the pit.
gonna-
Don't ask questions.
But
you're
he
gonna be
says,
very happy about this, Adam. We're blowing things up.
Baita says, I have olive oil and I have some words, random component that I stole from Anam.
Just throw it all on the Black Earth. We're blowing it up.
Enna's like, wait. There's hold on. I got some I have some rice oil and like sorry, not rice oil, sorry, like olive oil too, and just runs into one of the houses with the camel. And immediately comes out with a smaller keg full of oil. It's our village's supply of cooking oil.
Great. Spread it around on the Black Earth.
I was right.
You two take the ground on, I'll climb up on the roof. Enna says as he goes to climb up on the roof and like is slammed into the side by the remaining camel that was zombified and falls to the ground.
Bahiti would try to shoot the last standing fast creature camel.
Brilliant. Okay, Bahiti and Anam, throw your oil into the ground. Is anyone going to help Enna, who's on the ground with barely saving the cooking oil from breaking?
Menos.
Menos?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, I got the oil's fine. Can someone like throw it up on the roof, please? Ah! Stop fighting me, you freaking infected camel! He kicks the other camel. Oh, Menos, you know what? Roll act under pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one roll. It's no rush. Just roll. Brilliant. Okay, all right.
That's not fun.
Worst outcome, hard choice, surprise. Okay, all right. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Oh boy. You know what? Why don't you describe what you try to do, what you're intending to do, and I'll tell you how it goes horribly wrong. Somewhat.
She says to toss it, right?
Yep.
So just what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to throw it when she directs.
Wonderful. What's gonna happen is that, like, as you throw it, the barrel was already like damaged when like he fell to the ground. So as you throw it, it starts splashing oil all over. Yes, you get it on the roof. You're also covered in oil.
Hey.
Maya.
Yep.
Would you like to blow shit up?
Yes.
Please use magic to blow shit up.
Seeing that she's about to set fire to things and I'm covered in oil, I'm going to teleport.
You're going to what?
Use my angel wings to teleport.
Yes,
away
I
from
know.
the area of fire.
I know. It's okay. I knew you were going to do that, so it's fine. I know you're doing. Oh, okay, Maya. Since that's a 10, which one are you setting on fire first? There's 2 clumps: the roof one or the ground one.
The ground one.
Okay. You set the ground one on fire. Immediately, like as you set the ground one on fire, all the creatures start shrieking. Like this entire time they have been completely silent. Now they start screeching in their various voices in pain.
Wait, why aren't they down yet?
They're like
still more Black Earth
on the roof that Maya put there.
They're still off.
And Anna, do you want to throw something to set it on fire?
Yeah, Adam's the only one that hasn't given the oil, considering he is very surprised that he was right.
Mm-hmm.
He
But
is
Bahiti,
going
you
to.
can also do that. Like you can set fire on your arrow and shoot it.
Oh, if that's the case, I will try that.
All right. Who wants to do it?
Adam, I guess both of us wants to do it.
Okay, sure. Bahiti, roll
Okay.
roll roll act under pressure. That is a cool roll, if nothing else. Come on.
Come on. That's
Oh
7.
shit.
Do I roll as well?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Oh shit. Okay, you know what?
I would like to.
I want to imagine like Anam sends like some sort of like some sort of primitive version of a Molotov cocktail or something, like an urn of like burning like cloth like oil or something like at the thing, and like Bahiti shoots that. I kind of want to imagine that's
Actually,
what happens. I don't know if that's what happened.
instead of it being a Molotov, I
Uh-huh.
would like to say he used a little bit of magic alteration, or like the drawings for magic.
Uh-huh.
So he scratches it on the small bottle and then
Oh my
throws it.
gosh.
And once Bahiti shoots an arrow and hits it,
Uh-huh.
it creates an explosion.
Nice. All right, and you angeluing away to where? Menos. Where do you angeluing away? Just to another part of the village that you've like passed through earlier.
Literally just nearby, but away from the fire.
Yeah. Just another side of the village that you passed through earlier. Yeah, totally fine. Yep. You've been there. You can do it. You like, what does it look like as you like use this?
I like rend a little portal in the air and jump through it. And it closes.
Ooh, what kind of portal?
Wait, so it's basically like how Thanos uses the space stone?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
I make little portals and move
What's
through.
what is the color of the portal? I need to know. I don't know why.
I mean, the portal's like clear; it just reflects what's on the other side.
Okay. So there's no so it's like the portal from the game Portal, but there's no outline.
Yeah, it's more like it's like a hole in space.
Okay. That's nice. That is nice. Yeah, you just
That's so trippy.
Yeah, I think Maya definitely notices that, as well as everyone. But yeah.
I already showed my portals earlier.
Yeah. But they didn't know that you could do it on yourself. But yeah. You didn't show like angel wings before. You saw what I do when I what I want when
The
I want it.
dimensional
I
pocket.
think I did show angel.
No, it was the dimensional pocket for the axe.
Yeah.
I thought I did. I thought I did both.
It's fine.
Oh, well.
It's fine. Yeah. I think this is a great moment to reveal that. That's like great. That's fantastic. Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, okay. I think like what happens for Bahiti is that hey Bahiti, that horse like has been crawling over to you this entire time, shrieking, and as you shoot the arrow, the horse kind of lands on you, like it doesn't like bite you or anything, it just like lands on you, just trapping you under it as it shrieks in pain. That's your
Adam's gonna
7.
help her.
Congratulations. That's your 7. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I needed to do
Adam's
that.
gonna help her out.
Yeah. These people all screech and until like as slowly they start like passing out. Like they screech and then they just like drop to the ground, passing out. The horse passes out
Bahiti.
on top of you, Bahiti.
Yeah, Bahiti is trying to slap the horse.
Yeah.
Just
you slap it.
Out of frustration.
Yeah, you slap it. After like burning for like not too long, like I'd say like it actually burns like fairly fast because the magic, like it was magical fire and flame and oil and shit, so it burns for like 10-15 minutes, and then all the soil has been completely like terracottized. There we go. Burnt. Ceramicized. Okay. So Maya, you know that this is just the outer layer. So inside the magic is temporarily trapped. So as long as this outer layer remains burnt and like this burnt form, it's fine.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. How long do we have? Does anyone need to leave in a hurry? We can stop it here, or we can do a little bit more.
I gotta leave in like 10 minutes or so.
Okay, we should probably.
I mean, I wouldn't mind stopping soon.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
no. This is a good point to leave. So we will pick back up at this exact scene, maybe like half an hour later, and yeah.
Also, I would like to say, Adam would definitely yell out, "Yeah, I'm right."
I wouldn't say you're right. You just weren't
right.
wrong.
Just someone get me out of this horse,
Adam was
please.
out. Adam was helping
Yeah,
he shouts
Hafiz comes and like lifts the horse up for you to crawl out.
Oh, so strong.
is kicking the horse while
No,
it's
he doesn't
dead.
like lift the horse entirely up, just like part of it, so like you can crawl out.
Yeah. After Bahiti crawled out, Bahiti is just kicking the horse.
All right, so like I think like as we end, like Maya, you pretty much have to realize that you need to go around every one of these people and cure them one by one.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's gonna take
Oh my
hours, but yeah, you need to do it. So yeah, you,
Alright.
like Maya probably sighs and realizes,
Oh
Hi,
no,
Nako.
the
Why
worst
do
part
I
is
have-
you have to.
Why do I have to do everything around here?
No.
Oh my God.
I feel like the worst part is you have to cure the animals as well.
Yep. Right. Yeah, but like now it's much faster because you only need to like you don't actually need to like stop the magic connection because it's already been stopped. So all you need to do is dig up the dart from everyone. Like remove the dart from everyone's body and they're fine. Most of
I
them
hate
are
this.
like slouching off, but you still need to do it for those that aren't, like the clumps that aren't. So you don't need to roll anymore. You don't need to use your magic anymore. You just need to like pay attention who's like affected or not. That's all.
Yep.
You can instruct the
Wait,
others to do it too. Yeah.
Maya hates every single second of this.
Nice. All right, and that's where we're going to leave off. We are going to come back next time to see the repercussions of this. You basically fucking up this entire village to save them, but you didn't save them. God damn.
Actually, I don't think we did that much destruction.
Yeah, shockingly enough.
That's a first.
You didn't cause a riot. I'm so proud of you. It's not a high bar, but you still crossed it.
Oh no, for this group it is.
Okay. All right. End of session thingy. Let's go. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
Did we save someone from certain death? Or worse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Did we though?
Yeah, we
Sorry?
cured people.
I mean, probably not like death because it's like life magic, but
It's a certain death or worse.
Yes.
I would like to say,
You
yeah.
know what? You're right. You have convinced me. Yes. Did we learn something new and
Living
important
as-
about the world?
Yeah. Oh, learning something new?
You learn about my magic teleportiness.
Oh yeah.
That's not new, but
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Gee, I wonder.
that's what I was saying. That's
All right,
Yeah.
2 XP for each.
yeah.
Let's go. Bahiti, level up at 5. Maya at 8. Menos at 3.
I did choose that level up option,
Oh,
so
Anam levels
did.
up at 5 and Fatima's at 3. What did you pick?
the go big or go home thing.
Very nice. I will mark that.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Brilliant. Alright.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What? That was this scene. As the story ends and we see like you guys kind of like starting the extremely backbreaking work of getting all the clumps of ground like away from these infected people and animals. The camera kind of sweeps out of the village to show a random part of the desert that we see a sack is hopping along. Hop, 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 hop.
Still so cute. Wait, how far was Aristotle actually?
Don't know.
Oh crap. Oh yeah.
Can you call it back though? Actually, yeah. Now that the thing's done, you can probably call it back.
I don't know if I could call him back, but I could probably track him.
Oh, no. All right, so that was this
In fact-
mystery. It wasn't too big. It wasn't too complex. It is. I do wonder how your characters are like going to react, since this is the second time they faced something like this.
I mean, and I'm still ecstatic about him being right.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't really care about the soil yet.
Now you know what Maya feels all the time.
But it's the sense of uniqueness. Okay, I'm not gonna prolong that.
All right. So is there anything else anyone want to say, do stuff? I forgot.
Oh yeah, Annie.
Yes.
I only took one road, right? And that's supposed to be the hex like
The
original
start
road.
one. Yeah. The start one.
That was my eyeglass thing. The stone, right?
Yeah, the stone thing.
Okay, that means I actually pressed the second road.
I mean, you can take a road as your level up. You just leveled up.
No, I mean I think I actually clicked on the take another road.
Oh no! You only
Improvement.
have one level up taken as the hex, the haven with two options. Your boat.
Yeah. So I'm taking the another road.
Okay. Tell me what you get, and DM me, and we'll figure it out if it balances, matches, stuff like that.
The gun.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You sent me that. Just send me again. I've forgotten.
Yeah, I'll send it to you again.
Like we discussed something and like only one effect and something like that. Yeah, don't do.
I completely forgot as well. So
yeah, just like go through that and like send me the latest discussion that we had. All right. Anything
Yep.
anyone else before I stop the recording, or should I just probably stop it right now? You know what? Let's do that right now. So yeah, next time when on Mysteries of the Sand, we're gonna go into interlude 74 or something and figure out what the frick is going on with these soil boys. The soil boys.
Hey.
What?
I thought you already turned it off long time
What?
ago.
Why? Okay. Tune in next time on Mysteries of the Sand, where random people says yay. Bye.